Have you ever felt completely unmotivated to study, even when your exams are around the corner? You sit down, open your laptop, and suddenly you're scrolling. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere but your notes. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't care. It's because your brain has been hijacked by dopamine. Let me explain. Right now, your brain is wired for short-term rewards. Likes, comments, notifications. The feeling you get when someone texts you back, when a reel makes you laugh, when a video hits just right. But studying, that gives you nothing in the moment. No likes, no laughter, just a silent screen and a tired brain. So your brain avoids it. Unless you rewire it. This is the dopamine study hack that actually works. And it starts with one truth. Dopamine isn't evil. You don't need to cut it out. You need to control it. Let me take you back to a time when I was completely burnt out. I had a full-time job, night classes, and exams all piling up. I'd sit down to study and my brain would scream for something easier, something fun. I kept failing. I thought I had no discipline. But then I learned how dopamine actually works. It's not the reward itself. It's the anticipation of reward that creates motivation. And that's where everything changed. Why do we keep procrastinating even when we know it hurts us? You have 3 tabs open: your study guide, YouTube, and a random Reddit thread. Your brain has a choice. Focus on something hard or get a quick hit of pleasure. It picks the easy win. Every time. Not because you're weak, but because that's how your brain is designed. Dopamine is like a compass for your focus. It points you toward what feels rewarding. And if your life is full of quick, easy dopamine, like scrolling, binge-watching, snacking, your brain becomes addicted to instant pleasure. So when you try to study, it feels painful. You've trained your brain to avoid anything that doesn't give you a quick reward. And that's the trap. But there's a way out. Let's talk about dopamine, without the science lecture. Think of dopamine as your brain's motivation currency. It tells you what's worth your time. Every time you do something enjoyable, food, social media, gaming, your brain releases a spike of dopamine. But here's the problem. The more you chase these spikes, the less sensitive your brain becomes. It's called dopamine desensitization. That's why studying feels like eating plain oatmeal after months of chocolate cake. Your brain literally can't feel the reward of hard work anymore. But the good news, you can reset it. You can retrain your brain to find studying enjoyable again. And you don't need to delete all your apps or go live in the woods to do it. You just need to use dopamine intentionally. Here's how I started resetting my brain. I followed a simple rule. Remove the high dopamine distractions before you study. Not forever, just temporarily. When I started doing this, I'd put my phone in another room for 30 minutes. Just 30. No TikTok, no YouTube, no messaging. Then I'd open my notes and start with something easy. A quiz, a video lesson, a flashcard, anything that made me feel progress. I'd study for 25 minutes, then reward myself with 5 minutes of something I enjoy. This is the dopamine sandwich. Hard task, reward, repeat. It works because your brain starts associating effort with pleasure again. And over time, you stop needing the reward. The work becomes the reward. But the key is consistency. Do it daily, even if it's just 1 hour. And here's what shocked me. After a few weeks, I actually started to crave study time. Like it felt good. Like winning. Not because I'm special, but because I retrained my brain. And you can too. Let me show you exactly what my daily routine looks like. Morning. Light detox. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Drink water. Move my body. Sit in sunlight. Journal 3 things I want to feel that day. First study block, 60 to 90 minutes. Remove all distractions. Choose one topic. Start with a quiz or brain dump. 25 minutes focus, 5-minute reward. Midday reset, I go outside, walk, listen to music. No screens. Second, study block, 30 to 60 minutes. Review plus teach method. I pretend I'm explaining the concept to someone else. Use flashcards to recall. Evening wind down. 10-minute scroll through my own notes or flashcards. This helps memory consolidate overnight. It sounds simple, but that's the point. Simple is sustainable. And when you follow this for a few weeks, your brain changes. You start looking forward to the focus. Now it's your turn to build your dopamine study routine. If you want to change your life, you don't need motivation. You need a system that makes motivation unnecessary. Here's a challenge you can follow. Week 1. Reset week. No phone during study time. Set up a timer, Pomodoro method. Start with light tasks. Reward yourself with a dopamine hit, 5 minutes. Track your consistency. Week 2 to 4. Build the habit. Build up to 2 study blocks per day. Use active recall, spaced repetition. Teach what you learn, out loud. After 1 month. Tweak your routine to fit your life. Add advanced tools, habit stacking, environment design. Reflect weekly on progress. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent. And remember this: your brain isn't broken, it's just adapted to your environment. If you change the environment, you change the output. You can become someone who loves learning. You can focus longer, think clearer, and feel proud of yourself. You just have to start. 1 hour, 1 system, 1 dopamine reset. That's all it takes.